What's up, Facebook Live? Welcome back. Let's see if we can get Instagram going real quick. Instagram, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from. I'm glad you're here. Today is day number 75 of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. Yesterday, day number 74, we talked about falling in love with your life. So, what's the kind of day or life you'd have to create each day to be wildly head over heels in love with it? Today, we're talking about falling in love with what you do every day, your work, your career, your mission, your whatever it is you call it, your job, whatever it is you do each day as the way that you currently earn a living. What would have to happen for you to fall in love with the process? I hear so often people get into the profession I'm in, which is performance coaching for business owners. John Lee Dumas, what's up, buddy? Paul, welcome. Micah, welcome. Mar, Helen, Jonathan, welcome, welcome. Paul. And they get into coaching, and then I hear a phrase that sounds so strange to me because they do something for the exchange of it instead of because they love the process of it. Imagine sitting down with Ed Sheeran or sitting down with Mumford and Sons or sitting down with someone you would consider an amazing artist, someone who loves their craft, someone who loves singing and entertaining and using their vocal cords to reach the soul of another human being in the audience and move them, bring them to life, allow them to transcend the moment and be deep in their soul, just alive, that feeling. Imagine speaking to them and them saying, I'm going to be doing a little less singing right now, just less singing. And I'm going to digitize my singing so that I don't have to sing as much. So that instead, I can just leverage the earning capacity from my singing. And that way I can just do more me time. You look at it and be like, aren't you a singer? Don't you love to sing? Why did you start singing in the first place? Now, I'm not saying that's what they have to do the rest of their life. If that's what they've chosen to do, if that's the career path they've chosen, it's like a doctor who loves, they get into saving people's lives. They get into this profession and they learn how to become a doctor and they become a surgeon. They become a heart specialist who literally, opens people up and saves people's hearts and keeps them alive, keeps their heart beating. And then being like, I'm going to do less surgeries now. I'm going to digitize the concept and, flip it to other doctors and let them handle it. I'm just going to do that. You'd be like, aren't you a doctor? Aren't you a heart specialist? Isn't that what you got in this to do? It just seems so weird. But for some reason, when people get into the profession I'm in, which is performance coaching, we coach entrepreneurs and executives, they get in it one-on-one, and then they go take a course on how to make more money. And their next mix is, I'm going to do less one-on-one coaching. I'm going to do like the group coaching. And then from there, I'm going to digitize it. And that way, I can really value my space and my time. And I'm just going to let them go through the program. You're like, didn't you get in it because you love to sing? Didn't you join because you're passionate about saving people's lives by doing heart surgery? Isn't that why you got into it? I remember a long time ago when I was first building my business and trying to really ramp things up, and it was starting to get momentum. I remember my mom called one time and she says, how are things? How is business? I was like, oh, Mom, business is amazing. And she goes, really? How come? And I said, oh my gosh, you never guess. I signed up like 5 new clients this week and I earned X thousands of dollars. And I'm so pumped because my business is growing and I'm earning so much more and I'm doing really well. And after I got done telling her all this number stuff, she says, I'm really disappointed in you. I said, disappointed in me? Like, talking to the same person? Why are you disappointed in me? She says, "Why did you get into coaching in the first place?" I said, "Because I like to help people. Like I love working with a human being and their life being better because we met and crossed paths and worked together than before." And she goes, "You just told me for the last 5 minutes how good your business is, but you never once mentioned the fact that someone's life is better because of it." And I remember, I mean, this was years ago. This is probably 8 years ago now, 9 years ago. It was my first couple years in business. And I remember sitting down and going, huh, weird. Because when I thought about why I really got into specifically coaching, I got into coaching because I wanted to help people. I was in the nonprofit business before that, the nonprofit world. And I just liked helping people. I didn't like the paycheck that came with the nonprofit world. So I got into the profit side, which was coaching, to be able to earn more for just helping people every day. But the whole goal was just to help people and to be able to earn a good living doing it. It was the and, an addition, not the main focus. I think it's so wild that so many people get into a profession, and it happens in other fields too. You know, there are doctors who become doctors just because you can earn a lot of money. There's lawyers who become lawyers just because you can earn a lot of money. There's people who get into it for that reason. But when you find someone who loves what they do, it's a different flavor you get from them. It's a different experience you get from them. And so what's so fascinating is when you get back to the core of whatever it is you've chosen to do, why did you get into it in the first place? And if it was only for the transaction, you know, it is what it is. But be honest with people. Just tell them. The reason I got into this business is because I can make a shit ton of money and I'm excited about that. So hopefully I can add enough value to you that I can make a ton of money doing it, and great, call it a day. If you got into the business that you're doing because of the impact it makes or the joy it brings or the way it really connects with someone, then tell them the reason I got in this business is I love the experience of seeing someone's life. For me, it's seeing someone's life transform. It's meeting someone who's struggling or challenged or overwhelmed or stressed or frustrated, headed for a heart attack, headed for bankruptcy, headed for divorce. And it's really just helping make a few adjustments in their life, holding them accountable to do the work and watching what transpires. They get a different or a new lease on life. They say they get a different experience. They get to feel happy, healthy, strong, and fulfilled again. That part of themselves that was in there was just sleeping or covered up, or it's something that just wasn't awake at the fullest level. And we bring it back to life, and you get this kind of elevated version of who they are through the process of working together. And it just warms my heart knowing that, and it's something that if I were to die at the end of today, I would know there's a handful of people's lives who are better today and will forever be better because we cross paths in working together. And that's something that, just makes my heart happy. Something that I could die with a smile on my face today, knowing that, hey, I did it. I did something that matters, and it'll continue to ripple in the world. And all the people, we have a simple piece: learn it, live it, give it. And so all the people I've helped, I've learned what it takes to help them. I've lived it and helped them apply it. And I know they pay it forward. They find ways to share what's worked for them with other people around them. Steve, I see in here. Steve's one of my newer clients and a good friend of mine now. And he says, I'm one of them. It's working. But it's the key of it, whatever you choose to do, love it. Love it with every ounce of your being. Do it in a way that you'd be damn proud that if today was your last day and you left the earth at the end of the day, you'd give yourself a freaking high five on the way out for doing a damn good job at making someone's life or making the world or making someone's business just a little better than it was before you crossed paths with it. So real simple call to action today. Choose to fall in love with what it is that you do for work each day, what it is you do for a living. Please choose something you're wildly passionate about. Choose something you love to do. Choose something you take pride in. Choose something that you have fun doing. You enjoy the process. You look forward to doing it every day. Don't choose shit just because of the transaction. Like, go beyond the transaction. Get into the depth of it and really find a way to give more than you've ever given. It's my challenge for you tonight, day number 75. Have fun with this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 76 of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. Have a good night, everyone. See you later.